I'm so glad that you guys are back here in Unclassified Butterfly. And today's topic is somewhat the weather I'm experiencing today here, which is gloomy, raining, and just right? So sometimes it happens inside here. Gloomy, rainy, and right? Or yuck, whatever you want to express. Yuckiness. Okay, so essentially, today's topic is around temptations. Temptations. Now, I'm not gonna go sideways on this and talk to you guys about something else, but let me be specific around temptations. It's about temptations to actually derail you from achieving your goals. Now, yesterday I got this message from a friend of mine who said, Cheska, I don't know how to deal with this. Something's being presented to me, which is so exciting that I might end up deprioritizing some of the things I wanted to do and prioritizing what I wanted, which is a 5-year plan. And I'm like, great. Okay. So the first question I ask is, why? Right? Why is this particular shiny object encouraging you to plunge into it and deprioritize the other dreams or goals that you wanted to achieve? And for me, again, let me be clear with everyone, especially those that I spoke with when it comes to your own personal goals. Now, in your own personal goals, you can deprioritize as much as you want because it's yours. And I've said this in my previous vlogs very clearly. Your life is yours. You make your own decisions. You qualify what's in, what's out, what you value the most and what you don't. So it's up to you to decide. Now, my role or being a good friend to this person, my set of questions was really to reaffirm or recheck some of these goal sets. And sometimes you need to just bounce off your ideas. So how did I handle this? And how can you actually go through this yourself when you're actually trying to figure out, hey, should I prioritize that now versus what my initial plan was? Maybe it was supposed to be 2 years from now or 5 years from now, whichever. Or why do I want these goals today anyway, etc. So these are good conversations to have with yourself. So first tip, number 1, ask yourself, what was my original plan, right? And if you have it written, which is going to be great, I would highly encourage that if you have plans, if you have goals, write it down. Write it down very clearly. Now, as clear as you can be. Now, some of us may not necessarily have, clarity over each of those dreams, but at least to the depth and extent that you can, go write it down because it makes a lot of sense to do that. When I say makes a lot of sense, the point that I'm trying to drive at here is that when you actually envision that particular dream and you write it down and you're clear, then it makes it feel like it's tangible, right? When it's tangible, it's something to hold on to. Maybe it's even something to scare you because it's such a big dream, which is again fine. You have this lifetime to figure that out, or the one day. Again, we're not guaranteed tomorrow for sure, but at least each day you're getting to achieve those key steps to make or land on a very fulfilled life. Now, as you're asking the questions and maybe going back to your paper, right, to figure out, hey, what are the things that I wanted to do in the first place? Good. It's more of a checkpoint. Are these goals still relevant to you today? Now, the second question here, as you're getting into looking at it and, figuring out, hey, this was my initial plan 2 years ago, etc., to ask yourself, are these still the same things that I wanted to do, right? That I wanted to achieve? Is this still priority 1, priority 2, priority 3? Why? Is it still the same as during the time that you actually wrote it? Is it still the same at the time that you actually envisioned it? And it's still the one that you're highly excited about, that you're just enthused to actually try to do it. Now, that's the second relevant point, is how you feel towards each of those goals. Because contrary to what people think, this is not just a logical step in goal setting. It is not about just thinking facts and whether you can achieve it or not. these are also questions around how you feel about it, because how you feel about it propels you in terms of getting it done, gives you the speed to actually push forward and fly high and soar high to actually achieve it. Feelings do that. Logic is just the first step. Feelings propel you, and that's what I'm going to continue to embed and share with everyone. It's not two compartments and that goals are easier and it's a very rational, cerebral kind of activity. No, it involves feelings. It involves you being there, very energetic and excited about it. Now, the third step is to ask the question again to yourself. Now, should I reprioritize and deprioritize it? And again, ask yourself why. So, essentially, the 3 steps that I've mentioned to you is just why? You know, look at your initial dreams, understand where you are, how much you've achieved, as well as why am I wanting to deprioritize some, maybe delete some, and then add this in. And again, it's all about reaffirmations or to actually recalibrate with yourself, self-talk yourself with your own goals. That's what it is. Once you get to do that and you're excited about it, I'm telling you, you're going to be a force to reckon with because you're very, very clear with what you want to do. Now, last and most important thing, sometimes we fall off that wagon so bad that we forget, even for several days, months, or years. And that's fine. There might be something going on with you, such as love life, career, and all other things that makes us deprioritize even the goals, the entire goals that we have, because life just happens, which is fine. Again, my point here is that this is your life. How you want to put it into context of speed, agility, endurance, and resilience is all up to you. During this time, you might have, wanted to just not care about it for now. And again, that's fine. This is you. This is your own personal goal. So it's not anybody else's. It's your own life. And no matter what, you have the full control on what you want to do with it. I would still encourage you to be highly productive in your life every day and be purposeful. But it's all up to you when you want to do that. If you want that to happen every day, sure. And contrary to what people think, purposeful people in this world is not that serious as well. We have fun. We enjoy as we do it because energy comes with it. Happiness comes when you actually try to achieve your dreams. So it's not like all seriousness. No. We love what we do because we found our way into our own lives. So that's what I'm going to encourage you to do. The more you reaffirm your goals and your dreams, you find yourself even more enthusiastic about life and happy. That's what it is. You have a very strong self to endure anything that comes. And as I always say, in some, if not, I hope I can make this really a regular conversation with you, and I'll say it in every vlog. You are a unique and amazing person. There's nobody like you in this world, not even a single one. You may look similar or alike. In some cases, you might end up resembling some other person, which is fine, but nothing comes close to who you are. So enjoy being who you are and evolve and change the way you think is right. But take note, always follow love. Always follow love. Because when you do that, you do the right things. And you do good things. Thank you again for listening. And watching. And coming back.